Alright, so this time I got my water. Hi everybody, I'm Absird. Welcome to Chatting with Abby. One day I should get my camera big enough where I can like do this and you get like the you get like the full range. Ah, whew. It's too close. It was just like all up in my grill. I don't need all that. Uh, I guess today's Father's Day, so you know, we're celebrating fathers, and yes, that's I feel just as awkward as that looked. That I don't know what I'm celebrating. I don't look at my life and see me being father as anything special. Just that's what happened. Okay. I don't want to take anything away from my baby, my little girl, my baby. uh, she was definitely part of the catalyst that started my entire journey into honesty. Because I didn't know what I was teaching her. Like, in order for me to learn what I was teaching her, I had to understand what I was doing. And in that process, I started to understand what other people were doing. And I've had a fuck ton of help along the way. Like, my brother Donald, man, the things that he, purports to see and translates through the Avatar perspective, it made so much shit make sense for me. One of those things, so when I was younger, uh, to clarify, so I can see spirits. I can see the the principal patterns that a person exhibits, and what I see does have an appearance. It changes per person, but it's typically like think think of waves of wind made of light, like a wispiness. Like sometimes are more intense, and it appears like an aura. But typically they don't. It's not like this aura surrounding someone. It's just like waves of wind, but the is made of light. Like if that makes like yeah, imagine someone going like and it being made of light. That's what's like radiating from things, radiating in situations. This is what I observe. And so when I was younger, I used to think, oh, I can see people lying. There were many physical factors involved as well. Their body language, the changes in inflection of their voice, and then I could also see the changes in their spirit. How the changes in their spirit doesn't match the meaning of the actions that the words are attempting to describe. Like man, these words say that they should be doing this, but the spirit is doing this. Like there's a mismatch. There's an inconsistency there, and I made a few Facebook chats about it just to see cause I didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, hey, if you can see when people are lying, what would you do? So I was like, I would tell everybody as soon as I caught you lying. So I was like, I wouldn't say anything. I would just use it to weed out what I want to associate with. Like, oh, this person lies so much. But it's like, imagine being in a relationship and asking a question like, "Oh, how was your day?" And then, "Oh, my day was fine." And then you see the changes. You're like, "Why'd you lie about having a fine day? Like, if your day was bad, I'm your significant other. You can talk to me about it." And as you try to branch out the conversation, you start to see the more changes and the how the frequencies start adjusting. It's like, this is guilt. Why would they feel guilty about a bad day? Like, why would they say their day was good and be feeling guilty about it? And yes, it leads down the path. Uh, it doesn't, like, it sounds cool. Like, oh, you can see me blind. But I was like trying to explain this to Donald, because I wanted to make sense of what I was seeing. I wanted to have labels to attach to everything. And he's like, don't focus on the lies. I'm like, what? If I can see people lying, why would I not focus on the lies? So I tried to do what he said. And I realized it was more than lies that I can see. I can see when people were being compassionate. I can see when people are being generous. I can see when people are pretending not to be hurt. I can see when people are being happy and shouldering a burden, but not allowing that burden to like, I can see them powering through it rather than trying to fake it. And I was like, so what I'm seeing is the impacts that their actions have on reality as they attempt to actualize whatever it is that they're doing. Spirits. The word just describes that whole batch of activity. And energy. What is this? What is this? What impact is this energy having? It's like if you look at the electricity as a form of energy, then you see that it sends a type of signal which can give power, form, and function to something. Typically, power and then the form and function occur mechanically, but still. If you look at heat as a form of energy, it tends to be able to accelerate the movement of the molecules and cause things to separate. Sometimes it can cause bonding too. I just thought about that, like when something melts, or is that separate? I don't know. It's just a mixture of both. And in the same way, when you think of spirit as a form of energy, is this energy causing bonding or causing separation? What I've observed is when the spirit is mixed with aggression, it almost always causes separation on some level. Aggression is attempting to insert authority. It's using force to either force your own inner story onto someone or something, or to force something to fit within your inner story. So one of them's like because there's over aggression. This is attempting to dominate, attempting to compete. Uh, this is attempting to conquer something. When they're trying to win, and what that tends to look like is, rather than attempt to understand, they attempt to be right. And so they attempt to force events to occur as if they were right. So if you were to say something like, oh yeah, the sky's a lovely blue, and they're like, oh no, the sky's not blue. What you're really just seeing is the reflection off of the water due to the sunlight hitting the clouds. And it's like, well, the end effect of that is the sky appears blue. Like, well, you're only talking about appearances, and it's like they need to win. They need to win. Like, hey, I've been training. I can run pretty fast. Well, I can run faster than you. Like, what? What? I mean, we can race. We can see this. And then, the race occurs. Well, I'm not in my optimal short. It's only 10 o'clock, and, I didn't have the proper potassium and calcium levels in my diet. It's like, they need to be right. They need to win. And that's aggression. That's leading with aggression. Because it's intentionally inhibiting the process of understanding for either yourself and or others. Because in order to properly understand, as far as I can understand, like with the level that I'm at, with the things that I have been taught and the things that I've been trying to learn, understanding is a continual process. It is literally taking information and building on top of what you have. And then when someone's trying to be right, they're like, hey, this is all the information I need. Move, and just blocking more information from coming in. It's inserting authority. I said this is enough, so this is all that we need. What I said, this is enough. Then there's the passive aggression, the one that attempts to subvert and undermine. The Trojan horse. This one lies about its potency. Well, they both tend to lie about their potency. One tends to lie about its potency in terms of I'm way more potent than I seem. In other words, I'm not potent at all. I'm harmless, And that's a form of aggression. It's like it's taking a weapon and wrapping the weapon up in fluff so that it doesn't appear you're using a weapon. It's like taking a gun and putting it inside of a teddy bear. It's like, hey, he just shot me. I'm holding a teddy bear. Yeah, sure, this teddy bear has smoke coming out of it, but it's still a teddy bear. It's like, that's, no matter how cute you try to make it, it's still a weapon. It's still designed to injure, hurt, subdue, humiliate, kill, and maim another thing. A lot of people don't. Well, it seems they might know. I don't know, but they seem to be unaware of the impacts that words have. Like, words themselves, yeah, they're whatever. I get it when people say, I get the saying words will never hurt me. But words tend to represent phenomena. They tend to represent things. The word run, that represents a different phenomena than the word walk. So if someone says, walk with me, that'll have a different assumed meaning than someone said run with me. Like, hey, yeah, I walk with the dogs. I run with the dogs. I run with the wolves. Yeah, I walk amongst the sheep. I run with the wolves. These things. So aggressive words are designed to be used as weapons. They're designed to hurt. Cookie, please don't bite that. You have many other things that you can chew on. Cookie, no. Here, I'll give you something to chew on. Here you go, mija. Como lo que quieras. There you go. Yeah, chew on that. I'd much rather you chew on that. Oh, Aaron, the toys are on the floor. If you want to chew on them, feel free. Please don't let me stop you. Chew on as many of your toys as you want. That's why I pay for them. In competitive environments, that aggression is cultivated. It starts to feed off of itself and to feed off of the things around it. Like, as an organism becomes more aggressive, it starts to be like a steamroller revving up, and as it begins to flatten things, it begins to build momentum and just start just mowing things down. And an issue that I find is in environments where there are all these steamrollers going. Sometimes they run into a bigger steamroller. Sometimes they run into a wall that's not going down, a solid structured wall. It's not all these sand castles that they're rolling over. And the driver of these steamrollers, they're so used to running over sand castles, then they go into this brick house like, what is this? This is brick with reinforced steel? Why can't I run this over? Hey, you owner of this brick house, you're being an asshole. You put your house right in the middle of my steamroller path. Your steamroller, but this is a neighborhood. These are people. These are living things you're attempting to roll over. So, I gave her a doll, and the doll apparently was full of cotton, and now she's ripping all the stuffing out like it's fun, which means I get to have fun picking it all up. It probably is fun for her. Like, each time it might be something different. And every time it's just, alright, I don't want that one. Ooh, what's this? And the drivers of these steamrollers of aggression. So how would I liken the other ones? Like a drill. The passive ones are like a drill. They want to go underneath and try to slip by undetected so that they can insert their authority from the inside. They can already be part of whatever organization as they start to try to change the rules and adjust things to match how they feel they should be. Versus the ones that come, steamrolling down the door. This is how I want it to be. This is what makes me right. This is what makes me good. And then others, hey, if you want to be good, this is what you should do. This is what good people do. This is what I do. I'm good. Hey, you shouldn't do that. That's bad. Just subtly inserting their authority. And it's fucking annoying. Because imagine going to hug someone and imagine people have this force surrounding them, and this force can interact in different ways. And let's say hugs were a way to transmit this force with intensity. And when you hug someone, you give this force, and then they give their force, and they mix, and each of you increase, because what you gave, you can recover. So what you gave, your body builds back up, and what you receive gets added to you. And this is what you do. You go and give this force, and then you start running into people whose force is just drain. So you go to give a little, and they drain something. They charge interest. They say, "Listen, I understand you're giving it to me, but I got to tax you. You're not giving me enough. I deserve more. You want to give me this much? Run that 10%. Start taxing." And their energy, not only is it drained, but the rest of it is like sharp blades attempting to both attack and defend. It's like, yeah, the defending with a sword that lacks awareness. So there's no safe zone. The person can hurt themselves. They can hurt others unintentionally. There's no off switch. There's an off switch. There's no safety. There's an off switch, but no safety. So it's just, they're just simply intensities of attack. You have the attack that sticks close, and one that branches and reaches far. This is what aggression looks like to me when I see it. This is how I interpret the effects of it. It's like speaking with someone and them not attempting to understand anything you're saying. They're simply looking for ways in which they can insert their own authority and dominate the conversation. And after dominating the conversation, steer to whatever topics that they want. Hey, Monica! Hey, I miss you, chica. Hey, girl, I miss you. I love you. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching. Yes, I have my computer set up where I can see the comments. It says, "Hey, oh my God, you saw. I miss you so much. I love you more." Aww. Oh. And so these auras that they have, that they're constantly attacking, and then it's like seeing two sets of friends, and the way that their friendship work is to use these swords against each other, like cha cha cha, and then someone comes along. It's like, hey, everybody, what's going on here? Everybody okay? Oh yeah, we're buddies. You're buddies? Yeah. Okay. You sword fight for fun? Oh, yeah. This is how we interact with each other. We make attempts on each other's lives. And well, I've nicked them a few times, and they nicked me. But it's okay. We don't mind hurting each other because this is what our friendship is based on. But, oh, okay. Fine. Hey, my friendships aren't based on neither me hurting other people or me accepting other people hurting me. So if you can understand that, then I can try to be friends with you. Like, oh, you don't get it. Part of who I am is I hurt my friends. So you have to accept that. Well, no, I don't have to accept that. We can not be friends. No, I want to be friends with you. You seem like a really awesome person. Thank you. Part of me being this awesome person is I don't try to hurt people, and I don't let people continuously try to hurt me. Like, no. Like, you don't get it. You're not listening. Part of who I am, like, and they just continue to try to fight. Everything they do is a competition. Everything they do is attempting to steal authority from the context. They engage in actions and behaviors which scream, "Look at me, listen to me, look at me." It's it's like a constant performance, a constant act. And trust me, I know a thing or two about performing. Like, Absird on a stage is really different than Abby in real life. Like, Absird on the stage wants the attention. Like, the whole point of being on the stage is to receive the attention. Absird on the stage is in a position where I'm willing to accept it, run it. This is my attention. Give it to me. And if there's people on stage, give it to them, share. No, I want us to, but I want this attention this way. And Abby, as a person, I'm used to attention, partly because of being a performer. And as a performer, I garner lots of attention. And additionally, I stand out. I'm Cookie. Whatever's underneath there, I'll get for you later, okay? And so I'm used to handling attention, but it's not something I necessarily crave when I'm just being myself, and I'm not getting paid or not doing a promotion. When I'm just my day-to-day life, I don't really care to have everyone's attention. I don't want everyone's attention. The performer in me wants everyone's attention, but this person you're seeing on this camera right now, this one appreciates your attention. It's like if you're listening to me, if you're watching this, if you're engaging in conversations with me in real life, online, or any of my social media, thank you. Like, I understand that you didn't necessarily plan to give me that attention. You simply decided to. The performer, the point of a performance is someone's coming there to see a performance, they're coming to see a performance. You expect the attention. And when I'm in public, I don't like to be around people who expect the attention. Like, how can you expect it? It's like Lollapalooza, where if it's me, where it's Absird on stage, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna give me some attention, and then they're like, oh, and on this stage we have Bad Bunny, and on this stage we have Eminem. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not really gonna expect the attention. Like, yeah, all right. These people are incredibly more talented and appear to be way more entertaining, and they're used to it. This is what they do for a living. Like, yeah, all right. Like, legit, I was doing my performance like, todo lo que tú y yo hicimos, un secreto como de un fuimos. Ew, hey, man, I don't know why y'all here. Go over there. These guys are amazing. Hey, let's wrap this up. I want to go check these out, But to encounter that in everyday life, it's exhausting. You're still trying to you go through your everyday life expecting to be treated like a superstar. You go through everyday life expecting first place trophies without actually putting forth the effort. There is a quote attributed to Usain Bolt. It says, I trained 4 years to run in 5 seconds. Something like that. And then it goes on to bash other people, but it says, you want things in a moment. You want your reward immediately. It's it's like the story of is it the coconut trees, where a guy's walking through a date tree. A guy's walking through a field planting date trees. Someone's, a crowd gathers and begins jeering and jesting. Man, you're planting date seeds? You know how long it takes for a tree to grow? You idiot! You'll never be able to appreciate the fruits of your labor. The guy's like, it's not for me. A lot of things, it's not for me. I'm not motivated by. I'm not motivated by receiving credit. I'm not motivated by the attention. I'm not doing it for the attention. As a performance, like legit, even when I perform, I don't perform for the attention. I do expect the attention, but that's not why I perform. I perform because I want to see what I'm capable of. I've seen Bad Bunny live. I've seen Hobson live. I've seen Jay-Z live. I've seen a lot of artists live. And when I saw it, I said, man, I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I can perform at this level of intensity. And I just try my best. I wanna impress myself in my performance. And I want to impress the person that sees all my mistakes. I'll put it that way. I want to impress my harshest critic, the one who sees all my mistakes. That's who I want to impress. I don't want to impress the person who doesn't even look for the mistakes. Like, oh man, that was perfect. Like, what about when your voice cracked? Nah. Let me hear about when my voice cracked. Run that back. What was going on? What was I doing? Did I have enough water? Alright. I have some recording to do. I just got this beat from Carlos Cabeza of Monkey Ranch Studios. He's... I don't know how to describe that, but he has produced a lot of the music for my songs. Vacia, Deseos. That's not even out yet. Oh man. Sober. Yeah, Sober. Twerk. Yeah, man. There's some more, but I don't actually I don't actually know all the music that I have released versus the music that I have made. But legit, I want to talk to you. I want you to join the conversation. Find me on Facebook, Absird Charles. Find me on YouTube, where this is filmed live, Absird. Find me on Cashapp, Absird. $ABSIRD. Find me in public. I ain't about to drop my location, but if you see me in public and I'm clearly not occupied, hey Abby, who said that? Me. Oh, hey, Follow me on Instagram, ABSIRD1. Alright. Abby, out. Love you.